Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending upon when you're watching this. Hey, Kathleen. Day 4. I'm gonna put this over here. So we'll just wake up to our bodies. I don't know when everyone else gets up or what you've done today. My body feels a little stiff. But I thought I'd just mention that we're kind of working on this commitment muscle, so that every day that we kind of get over that hump of, or that maybe resistance that says, oh, I don't have to do it today, or, I'll do it later, or, it's not that big of a deal, I can skip it this one day. Of course you can, but when you work through that, when you kind of just try to ignore it and you just kind of push through it and you do it anyways, you're actually like breaking this habitual pattern in your mind that says that whenever that's coming up for you. And because this is really just like a 15-minute thing, it makes it a little bit easier to say, well, it's just 15 minutes, even though it's been about 17 minutes. And so I just wanted to kind of point that out, that there's this added benefit that actually can fold into a lot of things in your life. So it's this commitment muscle that we're training ourselves to kind of push through that thought, that resistance that says, we can just skip this, or we don't have to do this. I'm going to drink some water. If you have some water, drink some water. And we'll get ready. So coming into your seat, thanks for joining, everyone. Day 4, it's good day. Hands on our heart center. And just pausing here to acknowledge our intention of our commitment to nourish our body, mind, and spirit. Nourishing my body, mind, and spirit is my priority. Nourishing my body, mind, and spirit is my priority. Just let yourself feel that. And now we'll get ready for our breath, setting our timer. If you'd like to bring the arms up, you can, or resting them comfortably on your knees. Starting out with some even inhales and exhales through the nose. Finding a pace that works for you. Always feeling like you can slow it down or pause it if you need to. One minute down, 2 to go. Last minute. And deep inhale. Hold the breath in, interlace the hands above the head. Stretch those hands up, stretching the spine. And exhale, sweeping the arms down. Just pausing here to acknowledge any shift that you feel, acknowledging what the body's feeling right now. That alone, 3 minutes of that breath, can be a daily practice. So later on in the year, when you're thinking about what can I do every morning, that's a great start. It's particularly nice in the winter. It creates a little heat in our bodies for those of us living in cold climates. All right, spinal flexes. So either in your seat, inhale, exhale, or cat-cow, what feels right for you. We'll set the timer. We're gonna do it for about 3 minutes. Taking your time as the body's warming up and just really feeling into the stretch, feeling into the opening, noticing how the energy starts to open up and travel throughout your body. The yogis talk about the spine being the indicator of youth. And I don't know if that is meant to be the actual bone spine, the structure, or if it's the nerve channels that are running through it and along it. But that's why we tend to give our spine some attention every day. Breath being the other one, the other indicator of life force energy. Noticing, starting to really notice if the body wants to adjust the movement at all. If it starts to signal any part of the body that wants to be stretched or moved in some way, and just following that body wisdom. And now we'll make some big circles with our hips. If you're in a seated position, you can just begin to rotate your torso around your hips. Moving in both directions. Good. Pressing back into a child's pose just to give the hips a little bit of a squeeze there, a little bit of a stretch. You can rest the forehead on your mat, stretching the arms forward, breathing into it, and then curling the toes, pushing up into our down dog. Taking a breath here, pedaling the legs out, opening up the hamstrings. And then walking your feet to your hands. You could be towards the front of your mat if you're working from a mat. And then coming back to stand. Hands at heart center, 3 sun salutations. Inhale up, exhale, fold forward. Coming out to plank, hopping your feet back or walking forward, lowering down, knees, chest, chin, or all the way. Inhale up to cobra. Back to down dog. Walking hands to feet, inhaling up, exhale heart. Inhale up, exhale fold forward. Out to plank, lower down, cobra, down dog. Meet hands and feet. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to heart. Last time at your own pace. We'll meet back in our seats. Coming into a position for a few minutes of meditation. Hands are resting on the knees. Spine is straight. Eyes are opened or closed or slightly opened. If they're opened, you can have them fixated on a point, on a single point. Recommitting to our intention, nourishing my body, mind, and spirit is my priority. And just being with your breath. And we'll close our practice with gratitude, hands on the heart center, and just feeling thankful to yourself for showing up again for yourself today. Meditating is always so much easier to me after I've worked my body out a little bit. It feels very pleasant right now to be seated. If you'd like to stay and meditate, you can obviously do that. But I celebrate you in making it to day 4. And yes, I hope you have a beautiful day, and we'll see you again for day 5. Awesome work, everyone.